Hey guys, it's Peter aka Bufo. Today I'm just going to be talking about the symbolic meaning behind the EP Rebirth. I've actually been through a massive transformational period in my life. I was an operational firefighter for about a decade, and I've only recently gone in the process of leaving the job. For me, firefighting was like a huge part of my life for most of my adult life. So I started the job in my mid 20s, and I loved it. And as a young male, it is the ultimate job. It's like there is no other better job. You get paid to keep fit, run into burning buildings, and drive trucks fast and stuff. When you're doing a job like that, it's the physical, emotional toll. Um, you don't really notice it because you love it. But I think as I got deeper into my career, I kind of hit all my career goals and aspirations kind of around the 6, 7 year mark. And I kind of had a shift when I actually didn't really love the job anymore. And I was really just there for the money and the security. And that's when the emotional physical toll started taking its burden upon me. And yeah, eventually at around the 10 year mark, I ended up going on stress leave. And yeah, that was kind of like the beginning of the end for that period of my life. I think towards the end of my career, I started going to festivals and kind of like found myself in the creative arts. And during my time off on stress leave, had a really good psychologist, and we kind of worked through a lot of stuff, and it was like shifting my ego attachment um, to the identity of being a firefighter, because as a young male, getting that job, you're so um, emotionally invested in that identity, and to shift out of that was a huge paradigm shift for me, and also super healing. So instead of like my personal identity being around what I did for my work, it was to be authentically Peter, one of one, bro. So just to be uniquely myself, and that's kind of like my superpower, and that's where my personal self-worth and self-value comes from. So having that shift, then I can kind of, it allowed me to like move forward and start the process of like um, leaving the job, because the job, it was taking more than it was giving me. I think like after a decade of being of service to community, it's like you do get a little burnt out, and it's like if you don't love it, it's really hard to carry on and do that line of work. So yeah, during that transition, I moved into just really slowing down my life, and I moved into the creative field, and I found that that was beautiful. You want to go some? Okay, you can go. Yeah, that was like a beautiful transition for me. From moving from my identity of being a firefighter, and then moving to the identity of that my self-worth is all just within me, and it's just being just uniquely Peter. Um, from that paradigm, moving into the creative arts was a really healing and transformative experience for me, because it's like for me, whether I'm doing canvas or music or like clay, it's sort of like it's all just a creative expression of myself, my inner child. So it's just like kind of tapping into that play, and like instead of just being in this like work mode, which I kind of ended up with the firefighting at the end of my career. That's probably how I got burnt out. I was a bit of a workaholic. To move into the creative arts field, especially with the music, and just like create purely just as a authentic expression of myself. That's been a really like transformative experience for me, and it's like for me, it rebirthing into being authentically myself, and then into being like a musician, producer, DJ, and artist. That has been like a beautiful journey, and Rebirth is kind of symbolic of that transformation that I just went through. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the EP when it's out, and thanks for hearing my rants and sharing this journey with me and Felix R and Salkantay Records. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.